guys came out over 50% in the second half. What changed? What was the message at halftime to kind of get the shooting turned around?
Well, I really wasn't upset at halftime. I felt like our effort was the best it's been all year. I think the effort for the 40 minutes is the best it's been. I mean, we really were aggressive. This team leads the conference in scoring, and we held them to 24 at half. I felt like we're a good shooting team. It would come around, but we were doing the right things. The shots just weren't falling.
Yeah, and Whitney, of course, not seeing the floor today.
Yeah. You know, and it was tough because we didn't know until this morning. She just doesn't feel well at all, and just didn't feel like she could go. And we've seen her; she's been sick a couple days. So I felt like the team really stepped up. I mean, one of the things we knew we needed, Whitney really rebounds well. So you look like Danielle and Tiffany really came up, and Turtle really got some of those rebounds. In scoring, I mean, we have a balanced team scoring, and it's good to see tonight. I mean, that's the kind of team that can win a lot of games is when you have that kind of balance.
Right. So is Whitney gonna do? Is the injury thing lingering from her head?
You know, I don't know. I know that she's just been really. Everybody on the team has had something, and you know, I think she just really feels bad. And I mean, this is just such an intense game. We knew this game was going to be really up tempo, and so hopefully we got a week until we play again. So hopefully we'll have her back on the court on Sunday.
Right. Yeah, you guys had 4 players in double figures. Memphis only had
Right.
Dixon.
She was pretty good. Yes, she was good.
Points. I mean, do you like that about your team? That
I do. If it were my choice to have one person that could score 30 or a lot of people that could score 12, I would pick that because you don't rely on one person. But you know, Dixon is a special player, and we played a lot of zone. We played all zone tonight, and I think that gave her more looks than teams like to give her. But we felt like that she alone wouldn't beat us, and at the end, that's what happened.
Yeah, and Danielle getting her first start of the season tonight. What were your impressions? I mean, of course, from 3 on fire, but what were your overall impressions of her today?
Well, Danielle's playing well. I mean, it's not just tonight. I mean, she's played well. She had 8 threes 2 games ago. I thought she was really key in our Rice win. There was no hesitation. I mean, we really have a lot of different starters, and Danielle going into that role was not a problem at all as she started before, and did a super job. And like I said, not just scoring. I mean, she rebounded, she defended, and you know, she's a complete player. And I think sometimes people just look at her shooting, and that's just not the case.
Right, yeah, she was saying that rebounding, of course, just as important against a team like Memphis.
Yeah, she's a good athlete, and she can jump and rebound, and I think when you see that, you can see what a complete player she is.
Let's talk about the win today against Memphis. You only played one time during the regular season. How important was it to get that head-to-head win when there's no rematch that you have against Western Conference opponents?
We talked about that in the locker room, that when you play on the other side, you get one shot at them, and so it's very important, because if it is a tiebreaker or whatever the position is, then you get that win. So it was very key, and they've got a good team. I think they've had a great season, and they have a good team. So it was really a testament to our team today.
You had good scoring productions by the usual suspects in Grayson and Bibbins and whatnot, but Jamie Kaplan had a season high today in the starting role for you at point guard. Talk about the way she played.
Well, I thought Jamie played really aggressive. I mean, she drove to the basket, got to the free throw line. She runs the show. I mean, with her out there, the communication is so good. But our tempo today was probably the fastest we've played in, and I think a lot of it starts at that position.
A lot of big runs. Tulane gets up to a good start. Memphis comes back, especially there in the second half when Memphis really cut the gap with, I think it was 13-2 run at one point in time. Your team answered. Talk about the way things went back and forth. What your team did late to respond and put away.
Well, it still comes down to being able to have stops and being able to transition off those stops. When they made that run, they made some good shots in that run, and we didn't dip our head. I thought we came back and attacked offensively. That's when we got some free throws that gave us some easy shots, and I felt like our team handled that really well. Sometimes when a team makes a run on you, you're a little deflated, and our team came back and really came back stronger.
Yeah, 20 fast break points.
Right.
I was noticing.
That was key for us. I mean, we feel like that we've got just some great players in full court. I mean, that's something we didn't do well last year. We worked on it on the offseason. We didn't feel like we've capitalized on it. Tiffany Dale is our 5, can run as fast as anybody in the league. So she got a couple runouts today too.
You got a big week off coming up. We play East Carolina next Sunday. What do you hope to get out of that week? Rest.
We've had a tough little go here just with the travel to Marshall and Rice, and then this quick turnaround for this opponent. And you know, everybody's been a little sick. So hopefully this week will help us kind of recover, and then we'll go on to the second half of the conference season.